Hello, welcome to my channel, Ashley the Beauty Bunny. My name is Ashley. Today I'm bringing you guys a very nice little summer face video. It's been super hot here in New York City. I'm just going to keep it very light, very dewy, very fresh. Okay, so I've already toned my face, applied vitamin C, and I have also moisturized my face. So after this, the next step I'm gonna go into is applying primer, and I'm going to be using this Milk Hydro Primer. This is the Milk Hydrogrip Primer. And this is nice because it helps your makeup stay on. So you don't have to apply this in your whole entire face, but I like to apply it on my T-zone because that's like where my makeup tends to slide off the most. So I'll apply some here, some here. And there, like that. I am gonna apply another primer because I have a few little zits over here. So I am going to apply a little bit of the Benefit, the Porefessional primer, and I'm only taking a tiny bit and just gonna dot it over my little blemishes that I have going on. Okay, all right, and that's done. All right, now we're gonna go on to doing our brows. And for my brows, today I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and this is the one with the little thick end. It's not the pencil, it's the definer. So it's a little thicker at the end. So I'm gonna brush up. And I'll brush these up. So I'm gonna start lining the bottom. Okay, let me finish. Lining the bottom. And then I go ahead and line the top. And connect it to the end. And then I start brushing up to get rid of any harsh lines and give it a more natural look. And then I go back into filling in the middle wherever I need to fill in a little more. And the reason I like using the definer when it's hot, I just feel like it stays on a lot better. Like it stays on a lot longer than the powder. Okay, brush up.
Make sure that the top connects with the bottom. I have a little zit on my eyebrow. Just gonna leave it. And then fill in wherever you feel like you have any spaces. So it looks nice and full. and then brush up to get rid of any harsh lines.
Okay, so now that eyebrows are done, we're going to, sorry about that. We're gonna take our concealer, and the concealer that we're going to use today is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and this is in the shade Shortbread. 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 All right. The type of brush that I'm gonna use for this part, so this is the part where I clean up my brows and carve them out. I'm going to use the Pro Precision Concealer number 45 brush from Sephora. And this is what that looks like. Just a flat concealer brush. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab that concealer. And begin to carve my brows like so. And if this happens where you get a little bit of concealer on your brows, don't freak out. You can always go back and clean it up later. But once you've carved your brows, you can start bringing the concealer down onto your lid. Okay, and then blend this out up top. And with a spoolie or a brush like this, you're just gonna go ahead and brush off that bit of concealer that you got on your brows. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with my other brow and carve that out. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend out this top part. And we brought down our concealer to the lid. Okay, and now we are done with the brows. So the next move now is going to be our base. But before that, I do want to apply some of my MAC strobe cream, and this is in the shade Peach Light. And I find that when you apply that, like I like using this, you know, during this time when it's really hot out, because it just gives your skin a nice glow under your foundation. So I'm applying it on the highest points of my face, so my cheekbone, I'm gonna do the middle of my nose, right on my forehead a little bit. So wherever your face naturally catches light, that's where you wanna start applying the strobe cream. And it's nice. It comes out white, but then when you start like blending it, you see the shimmery peach color show through. And I just dab that on there. I don't blend it in too much because it's not, you know, it's not like a moisturizer or anything. It's just some glow.
Some glow. And this immediately gives your face a nice glow. Like I would, yeah, you can even wear this on its own if you just want some glow.
Primer, we're gonna go ahead and put on our base. And today, this is probably my favorite part because this is one of my favorite products. And this is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I have the shade Neutral Medium, but it has SPF. It has anti-aging properties and it's full coverage. And it's super light. It's super light. I like this for like every day. For the summer, forget about it. It's great. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the Sephora, this is the Sephora foundation, the number 47 brush. This one is like super popular and I understand why it's that good. I've squirted a little bit on my brush and I'm gonna dab this all over my face. Just little spots like that. And then I'm just gonna start dabbing the foundation on. That's how I'm gonna blend it.
Okay. Get there by your nose.
Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and highlight under our eyes. Sorry. First I'm gonna hydrate, then I'm gonna start highlighting under my eyes. So the concealer that I'm gonna use for this part of my face is gonna be the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in a light neutral. You're gonna have to excuse my bottle. This is the second one I buy, and I always get this like nasty residue here. I just feel like, I don't know, when you open it and close it, so like too much product comes out and it just messes up the bottle. Does this happen to anyone else? I like to come down with this. Now come even like over my lip. And I'm just patting that in there. The side, getting the sides of my nose. And then I'm doing the other eye. And I make sure I don't go past my eye with this, because you have to remember that once you start using this brush, you're gonna blend out a little more. And you just, you know, you just wanna highlight right, like you wanna keep everything tight when you're highlighting, because if you highlight too much, you can actually make your face look wider as opposed to, you know, doing that little snatched look that we all like to see. Then I'm gonna put a little bit on top of my nose, the bridge of my nose. Some on my chin, and then I am gonna put some in the middle of my forehead, like so. Can you guys see that? So now I'm gonna take my number 47 brush from Sephora, like I mentioned before, and I'm going to start blending the under eye concealer. If I look down, I'm just looking at my other mirror. I have a mirror in front of me and I have a mirror to the side of me. And with this brush, I'm just patting it as well. And you can do like little circles too. Right now, I'm just patting. And you want to make sure you blend out the concealer that we put on our nose, our forehead, and the bottom of our chin. Okay. And that's done. All right. Now we're gonna move on to the next step, which is gonna be contour. And I'm gonna be using the MAC NC50 Studio Fix Perfecting Stick. So I believe this is actually a concealer for contouring. So I'm going to be using this. So this is a Beauty Creations brush. So the way I like to use it is, because it's on myself, I like taking the brush, holding it, and then just applying it on the brush, like so. And when we contour, we want to make sure that we're getting from the top of the ear, it's going from the top of the ear to the top of the mouth. So you're not going any lower than that. Because you don't want your cheeks looking bigger than usual. You want everything to be, you know, snatched up. So now I'm just dabbing the contour onto my face. I'm going to go up into my
Make sure it blends onto my neck. I'm gonna apply a little more. Actually, I don't think I need a little more. But I am going to do this to bring the contour up. We never want to bring the contour down. Just up. Blend this right here.
So now that we went in and took off the creases, we're going to go ahead and set that. And this part, I'm not like baking or anything like that. I just want to make sure that my my under eye highlight doesn't move. So what I'm going to use is this Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder Skin Perfecting Micro Powder by Charlotte Tilbury. And this is in shade number 2. Oh, so you just swirl it around, tap off any excess, and do pressing motions with your brush. And the brush that I'm using is, this is the powder brush by it's a Sephora collection brush, but this was the Sephora collection collab with Makeup by Mario. And it's nice because it's a powder brush, but it's tapered at the end, so it's perfect to get right under your eyes and into any little creases. Like around the nose, top of the lip. It's just the perfect size to get into those hard to reach places. So we're gonna put some on our chin. And I'm just patting this on. Just pat, pat, pat. Okay, and now the creases are done. And I'm going to do the top of my eye as well. So let me remove any creases now and then apply powder. So now I apply the powder. And this is important because if you're gonna be in a place where it's hot and humid, you don't want to look like a creasy mess. Like, you don't want your top concealer to look creasy and then your bottom concealer is looking creasy. You're gonna look like a mess. All right, so all of my powder is on. I'm gonna go ahead now and set my concealer, and what I'm gonna use for that is the Fenty Beauty Stalk'r bronzer in Island Ting, and this is a powder bronzer. It's so pretty. And for this moment, for this face moment, what I'm going to use is this Morphe brush, and it's the M438 brush, and it's also a this is also a tapered brush, but it's a tapered bronzing brush. So the fact that it's nice and compact helps you get right on that cheekbone, like right in the hollow of that cheekbone. Like so. Remember to bring that up. We can apply some on our forehead. Okay. We're going to do the same on this cheek. And this brush, I like doing circular motions when using this one. So circle, circle, circle. And that's how I like to blend with this one. And we're gonna set that nose contour as well that we worked on earlier. And I can do it with this little brush too. I just have to squeeze the ends of it and get right on top of that first, those first contour lines that we created. The ends, I like to get my nostrils as well when contouring. There we go. All right, now that that's done, we are going to do a little eye.
Yeah, and this one's from the mini sunset palette. So I'm looking at the colors in the back, at the name of the colors in the back, and I think this one is guava. This one is supposed to be guava, this little shimmery one. You know this one looks like guava. I don't think this one's guava. But then back here, it says this would be guava and this would be halo. Okay, if you find this palette, this is the Natasha Denona mini sunset palette. And I'm going to be using the shimmery shade right here at the end. And I'm going to go right in with my brush. Tap off any excess. And
Okay, now our eyeshadow is all on, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to cheeks. And for cheeks, I'm just gonna use one so for blush, this is the color that I'm gonna be using, and it is called Basil, and it's this pretty pink color right over here. And this is from the Sephora Pro Face Palette. And these palettes are just really good because they have all you need. So they have bronzer, they have different highlights, blush. This is really nice to have if you're not into, you know, buying too many products. This is a really good one. Blush in Basil, and I am just going to put that on my cheek. And we dab, dab, dab. We're gonna do highlight next. And the highlight that I'm going to be using, I'm gonna be using two highlights actually. Should I use two? Let's see. Let's see what happens. So the first one I'm gonna use is, this is the DEZI times KATY highlighter. I believe this was DEZI and KATY with Dose of Colors collab highlighter. And this one, the highlighter is called Fuego. This is what it looks like. And what I'm gonna use to apply today, I'm going to use, where is my highlighter brush? All right, so today I'm gonna be using this. This is a setting brush by Real Techniques, but I really like this for applying highlighter because it is small enough to just get right on the high point of my cheeks, my cheekbones. It's nice and compact. So, you know, sometimes the brushes are too, like, I find that some highlight brushes will be too big and they get either too much product on here and I look like a highlighter, like I look like I got beat up by a highlighter, or they just put too much on, or they put too much on like in an area where I don't want it on. So I like little compact brushes like this for highlight, because I can get this on exactly where I want it. Let's bring that up and go right over our brow. Let's do the other side. Right here.
So that you blend that in. Blend this in as well. You don't want any harsh lines anywhere because your camera will catch it. And I actually like putting a lot of highlighter on my cupid's bow for some reason. Alright,
So the lashes that I'm gonna use for today's look are, these are the natural, let me show you. These are the natural, these are very natural. These are Faux Mink Wispies by Ardell. And this is what they look like. And they're just a nice, natural, everyday lash. Not too long, nothing crazy. To be honest, if I was going to a brunch, I would throw on a long pair of lashes, but I'm only going to a barbecue, so I'm just gonna throw on these baby ones. And that's what I like about this look, that you can throw on some, you know, huge glam lashes and glam the look up, you know, dress it up, or you can throw on some nice cute lashes and just wear this and to, you know, like I said, to like a park or the beach, and it just looks effortless. You look like you just woke up like this. Okay, now that my eyelashes are done, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some under eye eyeliner. All right, so the next step on here after the white eyeliner is going to be applying that cool green eyeliner that I mentioned. And let me swatch it really quick for you so you can see how pigmented it is. This is the shade. And you can honestly choose any color, but I like this one. I wanted to keep it keep a nice warm tone to my face. So all right, so now for the lips, I'm going to do a nice nude combo over here. So I have this little mini Dior pencil, and I think this was like one of those 100-point rewards from Sephora, and this is the Dior lip pencil in 169 Grege.
And this is just a nice, this is super neutral tone. Like, I feel like this is like lip color nude, if that makes sense.
I'm going to go in with the shade Trendsetter. And this is what that looks like. It's this color right here. Oh, and this is the I'm sorry, this is the Huda Beauty liquid matte lipsticks, and this one is Trendsetter. I just have this little mini one. And now that that's on, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on this NYX Cosmetic Butter Gloss, and this is the shade Madeline. I'm just gonna put that on the middle there. And now we are pretty much done. Now we just have to throw on our favorite setting spray. I don't go for something, I'm not going for something matte. This is just like a nice hold and hydrating setting spray. And I am done.